Hi, it's Gene, retired in Mexico, and we ask one question on this channel, which is, do they write them and sing them like they used to? Now, a lot of people, young and old, they think the old music is better, but I'm not so sure. And today, we're going to finish off Deerhoof. So we did the first part of this on KEXP Live, and let's go ahead and finish this up. If you like what I'm doing, seeing you reacting to the new music of the 21st century, which is a flip of the usual model, which is usually a younger person listening to classic rock, we're doing this the other way around. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It really does help. Helps a lot. I appreciate it. All right, let's go.
Live right here on KEXP.
And now, and now, plenty, which I start, and I haven't started yet because I'm nervous. Which has to start? Yeah.
Well, we'll pause that briefly. Wow. These guys, these guys are from San Francisco and they don't feel like it. I mean, you think of the Grateful Dead and the Jefferson Airplane, all these classic bands that came out of San. And I know it's a very diverse, multicultural city, but still, uh, another band that's now kind of taken up, kind of doing some guitar pyrotechnics and kind of weird time signatures is King Gizzard, Australia. I know, not America, but they're they're quite laid back by comparison, right? These guys feel more East Coast to me. I don't know. Just let me know what you think. But if I didn't know any better, I'd think they were from New York or someplace like that. Anyway, let's keep going. That was really cool. It was fun to watch. I'm glad I'm doing the live version.
And that was Plant Thief from Actually You Can, Deerhoof live in studio right here on KEXP right now. Oh, I'm just full of juice right now. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. And we got one more from your fantastic new record, Miracle Level, Momentary Art of Soul.
This has a whole different feel. A little bit jazzy.
Deerhoof live right here on KEXP. Wow, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
With the incendiary set y'all just delivered. Oh man, and I want to say this is the first time we've had you on KEXP since in 15 years or something like that. So welcome.
Let's just say that when we did it previously, these globular lights
Yes.
were something less than the blue and purple they are now.
They were just off the rack Christmas lights, I want to say, back there on Dexter. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You just played a track off of your latest album, Miracle Level, fantastic record in a catalog full of fantastic work. It is your 19th release. Is that true?
We don't know.
Who keeps count? It's a bit
That's
of
the interviewer's job to calculate.
You're right. I have seen that it's 19th. I just wanted to, check against. We'll go with that.
That's right on. Yeah.
It's a bit of an album of firsts. You've done tracks with lyrics in Japanese before, of course, but this album totally in, and also recorded in a studio, I believe, for the first time.
Finishing one in the studio.
Okay, there you go.
We've started.
So since some of you may not be interested in the interview part, let me just wrap it up and then not wrap up the video, but let me make my closing comments now, and then we'll continue playing the interview. Those of you interested can hang on. But this is a band that makes you come to them. They're musicians who play what they can play, what's interesting to them, and they don't exactly make accessible commercial music. And so you have to come to them. I think they demand their audience join them. As opposed to say, I don't know, Bon Jovi or Journey or somebody that's making music widely accessible to the masses. So that's the way I view these guys. And that's why it's hard to rate them, because they're not an everyday band. I love Deerhoof, but there's days when I don't want to listen to Deerhoof. It's just not a Deerhoof day. You know what I mean? So how do you rank a band like this? Well, obviously, in terms of talent, A plus. And this is as he said, an incendiary set. All 4 tracks are great. So yeah, I guess I'd rate it A plus, but it doesn't mean that I want to watch this on any given day. So that's it. Those are my comments. These guys are great. I've increased my appreciation for them now, seeing them, because I have only been listening to them, and to see them perform has elevated my opinion of them. And that's it. So as we say here in Bonita, Mexico, buen dia, and let's finish the interview. All right.
Started several in studios
Gotcha.
and been like, you know what? The 3 days that we've allotted to spend here just really don't quite measure up to the 12 months that we're planning on spending getting it. Just, perfect.
Understood.
For you, for the radio, really.
Right on.
I mean, that's the pressure that we constantly feel. 19 albums in, it's just the feeling that if it fails to sound pretty over the radio, then we'll be giving all your money back. Basically.
That's a good policy. That's the Deerhoof difference. It sounds great on the radio. We've been playing it a bunch. I'm curious kind of what prompted these firsts for this particular album.
I mean, obviously any suggestion that the album be sung entirely in Japanese required the consent of the only person in the band fluent in that language. So I feel that it's possible that Satomi might be able to give a better
More nuanced.
kind of
Japanese language lesson for
get a
everyone.
lesson right now. But I think we felt that a general a trend in popular music towards multipolarity and a realization that if we do not pretty much immediately marginalize the Anglophone world, that the entire planet is about to go down the toilet. So we thought, let's marginalize the English language where it belongs.
This is an incredible response. Appreciate that. I'm curious, in terms of songwriting, obviously that must kind of change the dynamics. I believe the songs have been written collaboratively. How does that
That's
change?
what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the case.
No, for instance, the previous song, the one we just played, Momentary Art of Soul, was written by John Dietrich, stage right guitar. He's on your left. The radio listeners out there, he's on your left. In 2012, I think, the first section was the bridge of a different song that from which we had removed that intro because we didn't like it at the time, and then we now like it and put it as
Speak
the
for
intro
yourself.
to this song. What did you say?
Speak for yourself.
Oh wait, yeah. What am I doing? Wait.
Actually, we hate this music.
Guys are funny.
I don't know. Then John wrote the other parts too, but it was an outtake from Actually You Can, and I'm going to admit that I might need to pause to try and remember what your question was. I got so caught up in my own personal narrative that.
Collaboration.
Yeah.
Oh, no, was it about the lyric?
You need a microphone.
I guess specifically, specifically, I'm thinking lyrically. Since the lyrics are all in Japanese, and you're
No, I thought that, when I listened to John's demo, it sounded so much like, Japanese carnival too, And so, it's just so, I don't know, it's just very, you can, instantly relate to that sound, because everywhere you go, we've traveled all over the world, and carnival always sounds like that, It's just so, the sounds are mixed, and, you hear from far away, and it's in open space, So I thought I just threw in the Japanese, carnival words, soya, soya, seya, that kind of sound. Yeah, this kind of. So it's kind of, I don't know, very adaptable feeling, I think, Like we all share the excitement, And when you're kids and, cotton candies and stuff like that.
But she's saying it was an
Yeah, cotton
organic
candy, definitely.
process.
there's a huge sense of play and exhilaration that comes through on this record for sure.
Thank you.
So it's good to hear that.
Thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigato.
I'm curious. You guys are like the least formulaic band in the world, but something like 30 years since the inception, there must be some kind of way that things come together. I just wondered if you'd share any of those secret formulas, spices and herbs, if you will.
Everybody's looking to everyone else. I mean, if you guys have all right, Ed's got the secret formula right here,
think,
the Deerhoof difference.
I mean, I think a big part of it is that everybody, we're just trying to stay happy while we're doing this, and so it's like a constant reevaluation and constant we talk for months before we start writing the next album, and it's like sharing what we've been through the past year, and what have we been doing that everybody likes? What do we see that people are responding to? What do we wish there was more of? What music are we hearing at the moment, and that excites us? And because it's because there is no goal, there is no goal for what we're doing. It's just a continual process where we're continually just trying to become better people and trying to learn and try and do everything. So it's just it's almost like the band is a byproduct of us just trying to be a good improve as people and learn about ourselves and things. And but everyone really listens to each other, and that's it's a lot of work, but it's it's absolutely worth it. When you find people that'll do that for you, obviously in any part of your life, you've got to grab onto them and hang on to them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, on that topic, I feel that you know, for any of our fans who might be watching, we would like to now report to you the very good news that we have not yet succeeded in becoming good people. So it was still going to be at least another 19 records, you know, as we continue to work it out.
Yeah, if you go to our website, there's a graph of how good we're getting, and it goes, it's updated every day, and it kind of like we kind of peak and
The fundraising thermometer. Almost
Yeah,
there.
not quite there yet. Yeah. Took a tumble this week.
I don't know. I feel like it does. Of course, it feels so happy. I love playing with you guys. That last song is just, you know, it feels like that was literally our first time playing the song in front of anyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
We just learned it yesterday.
More firsts.
And it was joyous. But I also feel like a song like that, you know, it's like it's not just joy. Yeah, terror. Well, of course, the terror that we're going to mess up is extraordinary. I feel like sometimes you hear music, it sounds kind of, and it's like, it's a very convenient time to think about, you know, departed loved ones or other loved ones, you know, who might be getting close to the end. Just thinking about oblivion, thinking about things that are almost kind of cosmic. You know, I feel like that song. It's just so. The music is so beautiful when I hear it I would never narrow it down to just happy music as much as it contains that. But I feel like one of the things I like about a lot of our songs, maybe this is our formula, is that no song has a definite mood, a simple emotion. Like one night it sounds really happy and the next night it sounds sad, or one person had a great time and another person was like, what was that train wreck?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. They're kind of like a little open-ended, you know.
Yeah,
There's
like
always a double-edged.
Well, like the last one, I mean, it's both like there's a celebration aspect to it, but part of it came from the fact that, like, when the pandemic started, we didn't think we could ever play indoors again. So we started talking about trying to write music that would sound good outside, like a festival, like that people could hear from miles away, because we just assumed at the time when, you know, like nobody knew what was happening, that our way of life was over. And we would just, and the only time we would be able to play to people or meet anybody would be outside in a field somewhere. So so even though the song is like, you know, as Greg was saying, it has multiple levels of everything. It sort of was born out of a feeling of like, what are we going to do next? You know, like what's happening. Yeah.
Right on. Thank you so much for your thoughtfulness and your music and this beautiful byproduct of self-actualization that is your music. Appreciate you deeply.
Thanks for the questions. We've never had any of these conversations amongst ourselves.
Fantastic. More firsts. That's the Deerhoof difference.
We travel in 4 separate vans, so we never really talk.
Oh, nice. Nice. It's Chili Peppers all over again. Right on. Thank you so much. It's about to be drive time. My brother Kevin Cole is up next. Don't want to cut into his time, but thank you so much for coming and sharing yourselves with us. This has been a fantastic time.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
for having
much.
us. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is KEXP, where the music matters, listener powered all day. You make programming like this possible. Thank you so much. It's the afternoon show. My name's Larry Mizell Jr. Big shout out to Charlize. Big shout out to Ken. Big shout out to everybody who made this possible today. And big shout out to Deerhoof. This is KEXP.
KEXP.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Larry.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.